I think we're all systems go. Sometimes it takes a little while. I don't know why. There's a little bit of a lag there in the system. So maybe I should just start talking, but then you miss the first sentence or two. But maybe the first sentence or two isn't that important. Maybe you're like, it's okay. I'd rather just not look at you just sitting there doing nothing for a second. That might be how you feel this morning. I don't know. Maybe you're just now watching. Maybe you hit the snooze button like 4 times this morning and you're popping in here and you're like, dude, I don't want to just sit there and look at your mug. Like, say something. Like, get me going. In that case, I'm going to get you going. Let's go. Good morning, good morning, good morning. How are you, my friend? How are you, my friend? You see, there's no excuse for you not pushing yourself to the next level. In order for you to create a new you must have a new mindset. When teams come together, we can create things that are greater than the sum of all of their parts. Good morning and welcome to hashtag Rise and Grind. I am your host, Glenn Lundy. I am a husband to 1, a father to 7, and the creator of what is going to be the #1 most watched morning show in the world. It is 5:30 a.m. and I hope that you are ready to rise and grind. Good morning, good morning, good morning. How are you, my friend? How are you, my friend? Oh my gosh, I'm super stoked to be here in my studio. That's right, I'm back here in Lexington, Kentucky for a few days anyway. I'll be headed down to Tampa, Florida to hang out with the Furman Chevrolet Mazda crew down there crushing it. Hi, Miss Angie Lane. She says, hi, host Glenn Lundy. Hi, Miss Angie Lane. Great to see you this morning. Today is Tuesday, November 17th, 2020. That's right, it's Tuesday, November 17th, 2020. And what's crazy is today is the very first and the very last time it'll ever be Tuesday, November 17th, 2020. So I want to make sure we make the absolute most, and I mean the absolute most, of this absolutely incredible day. I am your host, Glenn Lundy, host of hashtag Rise and Grind. I'm also the creator of the hashtag Rise and Grind group on Facebook, over 30,000 members, where we have nothing but motivation, education, and inspiration. If you're not a part of the group, please come join us. I promise you won't find anything else there except for the good stuff that you need. So we'd love to have you as a member of that particular group. Back in Lexington, was in Arizona, spending some time with family, was in Philadelphia speaking at an automotive event, which was awesome. Now I am home. As soon as I walked in the door, I saw my daughter, Savannah, wearing this Puerto Rico shirt that she got from my man, Julio Soto. So I just want to say thank you. Shout out to Julio this morning. We appreciate you, bro, sending all that stuff from Puerto Rico, man. I love hashtag Rise and Grind for a lot of reasons, but one of the reasons I love it so much is the connections we make and the relationships that are built. We take those offline. They're not just online, baby. It's offline. That's what makes hashtag Rise and Grind super, super amazing. Listen, while I was traveling, between these different time zones, I'm in Eastern time zone, I'm in Mountain time zone, so on and so forth, right? As I'm traveling through these different time zones, which I travel quite frequently, sometimes, I shouldn't say sometimes anymore, but I used to have a problem traveling through different time zones, right? Used to have a little bit of a struggle with it. They have these things called jet lag. You've heard of jet lag and so on and so forth. And the time, changes could affect sleep patterns and so on and so forth. And I used to have quite a problem with that. What's up, Heather Fox? Great to see you this morning. Sarah Ball, Houston Turn Time. I used to have a problem with that as I would travel all the time. But then once I got an understanding of sleep cycles Once I was able to understand how sleep cycles work, I was able to overcome any of that stuff with jet lag or being in different time zones and that causing issues, so on and so forth. I'm able to overcome that, right? And it's really cool because I can go to sleep on command when I want to. I could sleep 2 hours and 10 minutes or 4 hours and 20 minutes or 6 hours and 30 minutes, right? I can sleep in cycles the right amount of time to where I always wake up in peak energy levels and go all day, right? I don't know if you know this about me or not, but I don't drink caffeine, never have. I don't drink caffeine, I don't drink soda, I don't drink coffee, I don't drink any of those things. I sleep typically 4 hours and 20 minutes a night, sometimes 6 hours and 30 minutes on a weekend if I want to treat or reward myself, other times 2 hours and 10 minutes when I'm traveling. But that understanding of a sleep cycle of 2 hours and 10 minutes keeps me refreshed and energized all day long. Now, I want you to think just for a second. If you were here, 5:30 a.m., we were live on camera. They put cameras in your face and they put the lights on. Would you be able to say that you are not only awake, but alive and energetic? And that you have the energy to go 19 and a half hours all day long? Now, if your answer to that is no, Glenn, I'm awake maybe, but I'm definitely not alive and energetic. Or I'm awake, but I'm super groggy, or 19 and a half hours. If the answer is no to any of those things, I want you to understand something. I'm not saying your personal sleep system is worse or better than mine. Not saying that. What I'm saying is having an understanding of sleep can ultimately become a tool which you can then use to advance your career, your relationships, so on and so forth. Part of that understanding of that tool, of sleep being something consistent, sleep being something that's reliable, sleep becoming like something that's satisfying, right? Once it becomes a tool for you and it's at your disposal, then you can use it to ultimately shift and create your reality, right? Shift and create your dreams and your goals and things that you're hoping for in life. Well, I want you to know that this is not impossible. And actually, just an understanding of your sleep cycle alone is a crucial element in having a powerful morning routine. And that's what we're talking about this week. We are talking about powerful morning routines in this week's series, The Morning 5. And so what we're going to do is we're going to break down each step this week. There's 5 simple steps to an extraordinary life. This is a book that I wrote called The Morning 5. You can go download it. If you go download the book at themorning5.com. That's The Morning 5. That's the number 5. themorning5.com. You can go download it on that website. Download it for free. The book is completely free. It breaks down sleep cycles, how to figure out your sleep cycles, all of those different things, and then the other steps in the Morning 5. So we're going to talk about the Morning 5 this week. Also, I'm going to challenge you to get a solid morning routine in place. A solid morning routine that is going to attack you mentally, physically, and spiritually. And if you can do it every single day for 67 straight days, post about it online, send me a video on how it changes your life. I'll send you a bunch of free Rise and Grind gear. And when I say Rise and Grind gear, we got all kinds of new stuff, by the way. If you haven't been to the website lately, we got some amazing Rise and Grind gear. We got the camo. I got this camo shirt that's new. It's great for Christmas. Go do some shopping over there. But we're going to send you a bunch of Rise and Grind gear if you can complete the challenge for 67 days straight. All right? You can learn more about that also at themorning5.com. So invite your friends this week. We're going to talk about mornings. I'm going to break all that down. It's going to be a super fun week. But before we go any further, you know what we got to do. You know. Oh, yeah, I like this one. All right. That's right. That's camo John Paul Guidry. You see it. You know what we got to do. We got to do a little dancing this morning, right? We got to get that body in motion. Get that heart rate up a little bit. For those of you that know, those of you that don't know, this is the part of the show where I need you to hit that share button. That's right. I need you to hit that share button because I believe if we can change the way people start their day, it'll make a massive impact on this planet. I truly believe that. And sometimes all it takes to change the way somebody starts their day is for you to hit that share button. It's also the part of the show where I want you to say good morning to me, and I'm going to say good morning to you. Whether you're watching live or you're watching on replay or you're listening on the podcast or you're watching on YouTube, wherever you're at, all right? Say what's up. I'll say what's up back. And very lastly, I need to feel you. All right, this is an interactive show. There we go. This is an interactive show. See, we have the ability to engage with one another. So I need you to hit the like, hit the heart, hit a happy face, however you're feeling this morning. When you release that energy, I feel your energy. It fuels me. It gets me going. It's how we interact through the interwebs. So make sure you drop a like, drop a heart, drop a happy face. Show me that you care, whatever it is. And then we'll get this thing going. What's up, Mary Lynn Wilkin? How you doing, Brian Edlin? What's up, Emily Gowler? Michelle, I missed that name. It went so fast. Michelle Gravely, there she is. What's up, YVNG? That's an interesting name. I haven't seen that one before. What's up, Scott Simons? Yeah, YVNGN. I'm not sure how you say that. All right. What's up, Scott Simons? How you doing, Anita? Heather Fox is up in here. Melinda Gayheimer. Got 190 people watching live currently here on hashtag Rise and Grind. Is that music too slow? I can turn it up. What's up, Tracy Johnson? How you doing, Kristen Hawk Tibbs? Congratulations on you and your dad. That was amazing yesterday. What's up, Adam Aarons? Great to see you, sir. Amy Brooker, Miss Angie Lane. Jessica Hopper's up in here this morning. Vicky Everett, Spencer Nicholson. Carmilla is in the house. What's up, Judy Anderson? How you doing, Janelle Griego? Tina Bacon's up in here. Melvin Rodriguez. Leanne Lancaster. Wes Storm is in the house. Whitney Wells. Liza Myers Borges. I need to feel you. You are the one of the 63% that reads dirty in everything. Yes, I need to feel your energy. What's up, Don Sankey? Great to see you. Michael Guthrie's up in here this morning. We've got, who else? Leanne. I already said Leanne, I think. What's up, Stephen Jones? James Gavin. Jesse Wood. There we go. He's in Korea. How you doing, Jesse Wood? Working out there? What's up, John Colton-Born? Sherry Shaquette. Great to see you. We got everybody up in here on hashtag Rise and Grind. Tag a friend. Hit a share. Get them up in here, Brad Smith. We're going to dive in. Awesome series this week. The Morning 5. Go check it out if you haven't already. You're going to love it. Speaking of going and checking things out, you need to go get yourself a planner too. If you haven't got a hashtag Rise and Grind planner, this will help you with your morning routine. This will help you attack the morning. This will help you do those things that you're looking to do in your life. Achieve more goals. Attack the morning, right? Change your day. It'll help you with that. There should be a link right there in your stream. If you haven't got one yet, go do it. I ain't playing. Dude, go do it. For real. Let's dive in. Wait a minute. Oh, there it is. There was a guy named Antoine Radier. That's right. Interesting name, right? Antoine Radier. And this guy invented the adjustable mechanical clock in 1847. He created the adjustable mechanical clock. And a little bit later, there was a guy named Lew Wallace. And this is Lew Wallace here. Lew Wallace invented something called the snooze button. That's right, the snooze button. Now, some people say the snooze button was an amazing feat in engineering. Other people say it was also a fault of Wallace's that he couldn't get out of bed when he was supposed to. There's even a third people that say that the snooze button is the spawn of Satan himself. But what's interesting, is my man Lew Wallace, who invented the snooze button. It's also the same guy that wrote the book Ben-Hur. 58% of Americans use the snooze button. 58% of Americans use the snooze button. There's even another 15% that actually will hit the snooze button 2 to 3 times every single morning. Every single morning, they'll hit snooze 2 to 3 times. Step 1 of the morning 5 simple steps to an extraordinary life. Step 1 is never, and I mean never, hit the snooze button. Listen, there's a guy named Professor Matthew Walker, and Professor Matthew Walker is a neuroscientist and the director at the University of California Center for Human Sleep Science. And Professor, why do I keep saying that? It's because he's a doctor. He's got too many titles. Professor Medical Dr. Matthew Walker was quoted as saying that when we artificially are wrenched from sleep by an alarm clock, a burst of activity from the fight or flight branch of the nervous system causes a spike in blood pressure and shock acceleration in heart rate. All right, put that all together. When we are artificially wrenched from sleep by an alarm clock, all right, alarm clock goes off. Bam, 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 bam. A burst of activity from the fight or flight branch of the nervous system causes a spike in blood pressure and a shock acceleration in the heart. Okay? It's like boom. It's like you're getting hit with the paddles. It's like you're getting hit with the paddles when you're in this state of sleep and the alarm clock goes off, right? Bam, bam. Especially if you're in a deep sleep and you're not timing your cycles right. It comes as such a shock or an alert. It's a shock to the system. And so when you're hitting the snooze button, you're just doing that over and over and over again, right? You get the shock once, you hit the snooze, go back for 9 minutes. You get the shock again, you hit the snooze, go back for 9 minutes. You get the shock again. So Professor Matthew Walker made it very clear. He stated this. He said, when you are doing that over and over to your cardiovascular system, it is literally abuse to the heart and nervous system. Your snooze button is abuse to your heart and your nervous system. I want you to take that seriously. We're joking about it this morning. We're having fun. But dude, this is serious stuff. Not only is this affecting you mentally, it's affecting you physically. The snooze button sells you a lie. It makes you think if you lay there for 9 more minutes that you will feel more rested, when in reality, it is doing damage to you mentally, physically, and spiritually. Studies have also shown that a snooze button hormonally affects you. It increases cortisol, which is a stress hormone, the hormone that gives you stress. If you are feeling stressed lately, it could be because you're hitting the snooze button. It could be as simple as that. There's another doctor, I forget the name of the doctor, but the doctor said this, Neil Robinson. He explains that by dozing off for those extra minutes, you're preparing your body for another sleep cycle, which is then quickly interrupted, causing us to feel fatigued for the rest of the day that lies ahead. Your 10-minute snooze, it's actually 9 minutes, your 9-minute snooze will keep you tired all day long. And lastly, if you still don't believe me, you still love your snooze button, you still don't think it's that big of a deal, it's actually been proven that relationships, people who are in relationships that use the snooze button or their partner uses the snooze button, that there's actually a lower satisfaction rating. All right? People will like you less if you use snooze. I'm just saying, the studies show it. I mean, don't take offense to that. I hope I'm not hurting your feelings. Look, step 1 of the morning 5, if you would like to have a powerful morning routine that can transform your life, and I've seen it transform thousands of people's lives, I'm telling you right now, if you snooze, you lose. Period. Simple as that. If you snooze, you lose. Lay off the snooze button. You got to do it, right? You got to lay off the snooze button. You got to eliminate it. Never hit the snooze button. That is step one. That is step one of a 5-step powerful morning routine that we're going to dive into this week here on #RiseAndGrind. Now, you might already hate me because I told you if you snooze, you lose. I didn't call you a loser. Let's be clear here. Just saying, if you snooze, you lose. You can do the math at that point, right? So here's what I am telling you, though. Step 2 might even hurt your feelings even more. Step 2 is don't touch your phone first thing in the morning. That's right. And Heather, my friend Heather, is going to give you a tip on how you can make that one happen, because I know that's a hard one.
I think this part of the morning 5 may be one of the most difficult for most people to implement. Not looking at your phone when you first wake up. One of my favorite quotes from Jim Rohn is that let me just show it to you. I love this quote so much that we have literally, this is like a 3.5-foot canvas put on the wall. It says, if you don't design your own life plan, chances are you'll fall into someone else's plan. And guess what they have planned for you? Not much. My daughter read this quote. She's like, Mommy, that's so mean. People don't have things planned for you. I don't think Jim Rohn was saying that people have anything ill-willed against you, but the truth is we fall into the trap of just constantly responding, always being available, always having all the notifications on. It's really hard for us to be intentional with our own lives because people just be zapping it out. They just be taking it. They be taking your time. Especially in the mornings, you can wake up and you can get those emails, you can get those text messages, you can already be getting phone calls from people, and zap, there goes your morning routine. So this is my own routine. I'm a little crazy with this. I'm a little crazy with it. I love protecting the time in the evening and in the morning from distractions. So when I come into this room to go to sleep, I turn my phone on airplane mode. Now there's actually a lot of really great science out there about the waves in your phone and it not being, close to your head while you go to sleep. Google it, okay? There's a lot of research and I ain't gonna go there right now. But also too, the beauty of that is when you fall asleep to airplane mode, guess what? When you wake up, your phone's on airplane mode. So you're not getting those dings, you're not getting those interruptions. I don't turn it off, the airplane mode off, until I am ready to look at my phone. This helps so much with addiction because let's be real, we are addicted to our phones, myself included. We are addicted to people pleasing and being on call. We're addicted to it, right? We don't want to not respond to people. We don't want to come across as rude or whatever. But the truth is, man, like Jim Rohn said, that life can be completely taken away from you if you are not intentional with it. So turning your phone on airplane mode right when you go to sleep and waking up in the morning and being intentional when you hit that thing back on. Comment and let us know your routine. If you have any tips and tricks that you can share with us on how you keep that phone away from yourself in the morning and beat that temptation to respond. Side note, bedstand, got one of these things. You know what one of these are? Chip and Joanna Gaines. Am I saying that right? These people be coming out with too much cute stuff. I just gotta tell you, at Target, it should be illegal. It is a shame. My husband is actually way more addicted to them and their little things than I am. But this stuff's everywhere. Chip and Joanna Gaines, come on.
All right, I got a test for you this morning. This is the actual test that they use. This is the actual test to discover whether or not you have a smartphone compulsion addiction. Are you ready? Do you have a smartphone compulsion addiction? If you answer yes to 5 or more of these, you are considered addicted. You have a full-on addiction. You ready? Number 1, do you find yourself spending more time on your cell or smartphone than you realize? Yes or no? Go ahead and drop it in the comments. Number 2, do you find yourself mindlessly passing time on a regular basis by staring at your cell or smartphone? Drop it in the comments. Number 3, do you seem to lose track of time when on your cell phone or smartphone? I'm talking to you. Number 4, do you find yourself spending more time texting, tweeting, or emailing as opposed to talking to people in person? Number 5, has the amount of time you spend on your cell or smartphone been increasing? Number 6, do you wish you could be a little less involved with your cell or smartphone? Yes or no? Drop it in the comments. Number 7, do you sleep with your cell or smartphone turned on under your pillow or next to your bed regularly? Yes or no? Number 8, do you find yourself viewing and answering texts, tweets, and emails at all hours of the day and night, even when it means interrupting other things that you're doing? Yes or no? Number 9, do you text, email, tweet, or surf while driving or doing other similar activities that require your focused attention and concentration? Do I need to read the other 6? Or are most of you already at 5 yeses? Because there's 6 more questions to that test. That's right, there's 6 more questions. My guess is we don't need the other 6. Listen, your smartphone was designed by a massive group of very, very, very smart people. It was designed to lock you in, to have you addicted, to enhance and increase your addictive behaviors. Like there's an entire team of people. It's you against this entire team, right? The thousands of people that have done this to your phone. I'm going to give you an example. Instagram, the developers of Instagram, they've even said that they hold back likes. They hold back likes until a specific time where they know that it's going to keep you from jumping out of the app, right? Like it'll hold back certain likes. It knows your behavior patterns, and then it'll give you a couple little doses, boom, 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 a couple little likes to lock you back into the system. It's crazy, right? So this entire team has been designing all of these different apps, all of these different notifications, all of these different things to ultimately control your behaviors, to make you feel as though that phone and the things that are on it are more important than the people around you, including yourself. You see, these phones are like slot machines. They've created this unpredictability, this intermittent reward system that keeps you coming back for more and for more, ultimately altering our brains to where we can't concentrate as well as we used to be able to. We can't remember things as well as we used to be able to. It's called frequent focused distraction. There's actually a name for it. Frequent focused distraction. Where we're used to getting a little pop-up or a little swipe, or we have to do this activity, we have to scroll up this way, we have to go left, we have to go right, we have to click a button, we have to click a like, we have to drop a comment, we have to do this. It's frequent focused distraction is the actual name of it, and they are using it to alter your behaviors, shift your mind. A lot of people don't know this, but Steve Jobs did not allow his kids to have iPads for a reason. Bill and Melinda Gates did not allow their kids to have phones until they were 14. Our cell phones have become a weapon. And that's a weapon that you are diving into first thing in the morning. We're going to continue this tomorrow. But number 2, step 2 of the morning 5 is do not touch your phone first thing in the morning. Listen, if you need more videos like this, you can go to glennlundy.com. That's right, you can go to glennlundy.com. Don't get mad at me that I'm leaving y'all like that. You're like, dang, Glenn, just punch us in the face real quick. Why don't you? Hey, you gotta take these things seriously. I'm trying to change the way you start your day. So I need you to understand the seriousness of this. Because see, you, my friend, are a child of God, the God of the universe, the God that made everything. And therefore, you not only have the ability to make an impact in other people's lives, but you have the responsibility to make an impact in other people's lives, a positive impact. And so I'm going to lean on you a little bit and push you to step into the best version of yourself that you can possibly be. Because when you become the best version of you, it makes an impact on your friends, on your family members, on your coworkers. Shoot, you showing up here this morning, dropping the likes and the emojis and the hearts and all those different things, hitting the share button, dropping in some comments. It's made an impact on my life, bro. Sister, And I, for one, absolutely love you for it. I do. I absolutely stinking love you. If nobody's told you that yet today, I want to be the first. You my fave, boo. You my fave, boo. I love you, all right? But listen, we got to grow. We got to evolve. I need you to dive in. I need you to take it seriously. Listen, if you haven't got your planner already, go to RISEANDGRINDplanner.com. Go there right now. I will be signing all pre-orders, everything ordered before Black Friday. I will be signing. There should be a link in your feed right there. After Black Friday, and the ones ordered on Black Friday, I won't be signing those, but I'm doing personal messages. So go in there, get it now. Also, go get some gear. Go to GlennLundy.com for more videos, all that good stuff. Most importantly, have an incredible day. Come back here again tomorrow morning, 5:30 a.m. We're going to continue talking about this powerful morning routine on hashtag Rise and Grind. See ya. Have a great day.
Wake up, everybody in the land. Make them all get up and turn the volume up and dance. I'm up like a rooster about my future. Better get used to the routine. I ain't sleep, I'm living the dream. Feeling like I can do anything. Cause this is God's plan. I wake up, I thank the man. Brush my teeth and wash my hands. Then I get back to the grind. Got victory on my mind. Success and dollar signs. Now open all the blinds so they can't block my shine. Cause I am the light. Amen. Going platinum with this anthem for the AM. Take passion, massive action, dedication. We the champions, so it's a celebration. This is our time, and that's for sure. Every day we grinding, that's for sure.